I've highlighted rows 3 and 4 on our chart because those are the rows that we just finished, and looking at our knitting itself, I want you to be able to see that that's true. So let's look. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 rows of knit stitches, and of course the one on your needle counts because we did knit that, right? So we've got 4 rows of our double knitting done, and now when we come to the chart, let's look and see what we have. Now we have one of these dark squares right in the middle of this row, and here we come to really getting down to the gist of how double knitting works and how we make these designs that are reversible, right? So what we're going to do is do this edge stitch as usual, and then we're going to do these first 3 stitches in the same color as our background color, which, let's see, when we're knitting, on this side it's going to be purple, and then we're going to take care of this one. I'm going to show you how. We're going to do more background, like that, and our edge stitch. So looking at this knitting, you can see that on this side our background color is purple, and that's why I haven't put on our chart like knit with green or knit with purple, because since we really are doing one color on each side, what we can really think about is in terms of is it the background color or is it the color of our little design, our contrasting color, the color that's opposite to the background color. So that's what we want to think about. And here, on this side, purple is our background color, and you can see that, right? We've got this whole field of purple here, and we're going to start to create a green heart right there. And the green is going to be the opposite color to the background color. That's all we're going to think of is in terms of same as the background color and opposite to the background color, and this is how we do that. Knitting the first stitch with both yarns, like we always do. We come to the first square on the chart, which is knit a stitch in the same color as the background color. Now, when I say knit a stitch, I mean this first one, and we see that the background color is purple, so we're going to knit this stitch with purple, just like we have been, right? It's going to continue our purple theme of having purple on the front, and I see my yarn's a little twisted, so I can go ahead and straighten those out like that so I don't have any twists to worry about. So knitting that first stitch with purple, that is the same color as our background color. We immediately move the yarns to the front and purl with the opposite color that we just knitted with. So it's sort of, this knit stitch has a partner in the opposite color always. And let's undo that twist there. And again, we have another white square on the chart if you're following along, which means knit in the same color as the background color. That would be purple. Immediately follow up with the partner color, which is green. Third one, same thing, knitting with our background color right there, and purling with the green. Okay. Now on our chart we come to a dark square, which means knit the first stitch with the opposite color of the background. What that means is we're going to knit this stitch and use green, because that is the color that is opposite to our background on this side. Knitting with green. See how different that looks? That's going to be the bottom of our heart. Immediately move the yarns to the front and follow up with the partner color, whatever color you did not just work with, so that would be purple in our case. So you can see we have a little flip-flopped pair. 3 pairs that are background color pairs, purple, green, purple, green, purple, green, then a green, purple. Now let's go back to purple, green, purple, green, purple, green for the rest of the row. That was pretty much as hard as it gets for this row. Like that. So we're continuing now to work in our background color. And the design is not going to be obvious right away, but you'll see it start to emerge as we do a few more rows. It's definitely hard to see it when it's on the needle, but once it gets down here it's easy to see. So, last stitch, knit with the background color and purl with its partner. Good. Knit the last stitch with both yarns together. Okay. Now remember to go highlight that row that you just did. I'm not going to do it because the camera always freaks out when I pick up paper in the middle of filming. So, alright. Now looking at the chart, what do we do this time? We have 2 squares in our background color, 3 in the opposite color, and 2 more in the background color, plus our edge stitches. So now we know how to do that. But this time, you see the background color has changed. Now it's green. That's okay. All you have to know is what is the background color, and do I need to knit a stitch in the same color as that color or the opposite color. Knitting both together. Our first two on our chart say knit the same color as the background. Our background's green, so knit that first stitch with green and then follow it up with a purl of whatever is the other color. There we go. Second stitch, same thing, knit with our background and purl with its partner. Alright, now we need to knit a stitch, let's see, yep, that is opposite to our background color, which means we go in here, don't even pay attention to this, just pay attention to the general background. Knit it with purple because that's opposite. Follow up with its partner and a purl stitch. Another stitch of the opposite color. Now don't let this trick you. Don't look at this color and say I need to do something that's opposite to this stitch, right? Don't even worry about that. All we want to do is knit in the opposite color to the background so that our design stands out. So this is purple because we knitted it on the last row. So I don't want you to look at the color of these stitches at all. Just look at whether it's a knit stitch. That's all you need to know. Okay, so purple is the opposite color to our background. Green is its partner. There we go. And one more. And we can just undo those twists as we go. Knit with purple, that's the opposite color to the background, and purl with its partner. Good. The last two double knitted stitches are just same as the background color, right? In our case, that's green, and the partner is purple. There we go. And you can see I'm just sort of selecting the color wherever it is in the strand. As long as it's not twisted, you can just grab it either coming in from between like that if you need to. Last stitch, both together. And we have done rows 4 through 5. Look how beautiful that is. There's the bottom of the heart and the next 3 knit stitches of the heart. Alright, I'm going to give you some troubleshooting and then we're going to keep on working on the chart.